Hey team, good morning everyone. Please do confirm if you're able to hear my voice and see my screen. Okay, great. Team, we'll give another 5 more minutes for the others to join and then we'll get started. Another 5 more minutes. Thank you so much. Okay. So team, good morning, everyone. Okay, so things are looking much, much better compared to yesterday, right? So how many of you tracked the global markets? So if you'd have seen the global markets yesterday, the Dow rallied once again another 400 points, and it continued its 500-point rally with another 400. NASDAQ, another 3.5% up. So this is going to be an interesting one. The reason is NASDAQ has been on a roll now on 2 days continuously, another 3%. And today, some of the Asian markets are closed. Nikkei, it is not reacting the way the Dow market has reacted. It is a little off guard, showing only 147, 150 points uptick with a 0.5. Now, Hang Seng is closed today. And then some of the in Taiwanese and Kospi and everybody is closed. So you don't have much of Asian cues coming in. The major cues is going to be on the futures. But one interesting thing is already the US market has reacted yesterday. So whatever you're going to be seeing in the futures today, at least till the budget event is over, we will be discounting that. Usually when you have a bigger event playing in a country like ours, what we normally do is we disregard the global factors. Guys, sorry, there was some minor issue. I hope you guys are able to hear me now. Okay, great. Sorry about that. So what I was saying is, okay, considering the global market scenarios and other things, what we are going to be witnessing today is going to be a day wherein action is expected to be higher. Sometimes when we go with a high expectation, the things turn out to be a dud, right? That can be expected today. Why I say that? Purely because of the premium angle. Looking at the current premium on 38K, both on the call side and the put side, it's close to 700 rupees. That means market is trading at 38 as and you can consider as a spot level. Imagine in the next 2 days, the buyers on the call side would expect the market to move another 700 points on the upside. On the other hand, the buyers on the put side would expect them to another 700 point on the downside. So either way, in case if there is not going to be much of an action, then that is going to be a problem. One good news for the bulls, they have the world markets on their support for the past 2 days now. So the Dow has been rallying, NASDAQ has been rallying, which is a very good sign. If you look at the Dow chart, it has been making an almost a W formation and then trying to inch up higher, which is a very good sign. In case if the global market scenarios in terms of the Ukraine-Russia crisis and everything is going to be on the back burner, we may get to see some more rally happening on the upside. Only thing which can be spoiling the party on India end is going to be the crude. Other than that, all other factors, yes, the dollar index is going to be on the higher side, and India has already been discounting that. So with the kind of like in performance what Indian like in companies are being delivering, with whatever the results which has come from the banks, everything has been like in showing positive take. These are all going to be like in positive cues. Even like in yesterday's GDP number, sorry, the GST numbers for the last month has been like in really good, about like in 1.3 or 1.35 or something, which is a very good sign. But what is going to be there for the day, that is going to be very, very critical. So in that context, we needed some strong performance coming in from like in the government now. They needed to be like in portraying what they are going to be outlining for the next 1 year. As I told yesterday, the market will be keen to know what are the capex plans and how the government is planning to spend on the growth for the next 1 year, because that is something which has been lagging, and this will be the best moment for the government to step it up to spur the growth, which is going to be very, very important element to be tracked upon. In another 2 hours, we are going to be getting the like in the budget speech started. So what you can expect for the opening trade? The opening trade, I'm expecting a gap up to be there once again, as usual yesterday, considering the global market scenarios and other things. But what is going to be more interesting is if the IT is going to be performing once again, whether the Bank Nifty is going to be taking a backseat or the Bank Nifty is also going to be participating in the rally. But looking at the ADR cues, yesterday ICICI Bank rallied on the US bourses like in close to 3.5%, and who's this guy? Like an HDFC also rallied more than 4%. So all these guys are like in rallying yesterday. So which is a positive sign. Will the same tempo be getting replicated in Indian markets? That's something which we needed to be seeing it. Okay. As of now, I'm showing you the TradeSmart Nest Trader application. I hope you guys are on the same page. Now I'm showing you the option chain page here. Okay, so till the event is over, we can expect the IVs to be little higher. Once the event is out of the way, once we get the trend, we may get to see like in a single side move happening either on the upside or on the downside. One catch point today: don't go and buy too far OTMs, because that's not going to be an ideal way to do it. Imagine if there is going to be an IV crash. When I say IV crash, how the IV crash can happen? The IV crash can happen once the buyers exit their positions pretty fast. Imagine I'm all along like I'm trying to be bullish on the call side. All of a sudden, if I don't see any value in whatever the budget announcement which is coming in, I will try to exit my position. When I'm trying to exit my position, that's when you will get to see the people like me, several people will be exiting their position, and that is going to be putting up lot of what to say buyers at like an at risk, and these guys are going to be exiting at like a full throttle. When they are doing that, you will get to see the IV crash happening, and when the IV crash is happening, it's a clear sign that the sellers are creating more and more position and not to give like a much of prices to the buyers there. So they will be ready to sell it at any level. That is something which we needed to be keenly watching for. Bank Nifty at like in 52, 51 and Nifty around like in 37, 38. Last month, you would not have seen the Nifty crossing around like in 15, 20 levels, Bank Nifty not crossing 30 levels. But this is what the event brings to you. Okay, whenever there is an event like this, or like, and you might be seeing that in 2024 elections, you will see all these things happening when there is a big event happening in a country like India. You will see the IV spikes happening. And keep a close tab on the VIX today. Why? There is a VIX tab. I will just show you that. Okay. So this guy is going to be one important element on a day like this. Imagine once the budget is out of the way. Okay, once the budget is out of the way, the market got what it wanted, and then the market started to rally. When the market started to rally, I would love to see the like in a VIX falling from 21.95 to almost like in at least to 18 or 17 odd zones. At least I'm expecting like in 3 or 4 points drop on the VIX in case if the market started to rally. No, the market didn't like the budget. Okay, the market didn't like the budget and we are starting to fall. In that scenario, I would love to see the VIX rising towards like 22, 23, and so on. If there is a fall happening and if the VIX is not rising, then that's not going to be a good news. Why? It is going to be like a more of a profit booking and you will get to see the premium erosion happening. Remember, if the market is falling, I want the VIX to be rising so that the sellers will be taking over. If the market is falling and if the VIX is not rising, that will give an opportunity for the sellers to control the market. When the sellers will have a fear, the sellers will have a fear once the VIX is rising because they will not know how far the selling is going to be. Then the premiums on the put side will keep on increasing. If the sellers look at the VIX and the VIX is not even rising and it is just staying or and it is moving towards 21, then they know it. Okay, none of the buyers are coming in. Only the buyers are just exiting their position. We will use this opportunity to write the premiums as much as possible. In that scenario, you may not be able to win much as a buyer. Okay, so considering this, whether you should be going for a short straddle or anything, yes, you can think about in a short straddle position somewhere around 38K. But be ready for any kind of a large volatility. Say, for example, if there is going to be a 2% or 3% move, still you should be able to manage it. But if it is going to be a 4 or 5% move, that's when the straddle players will be getting kicked out. Okay. And I'm not expecting this trade to only play out for today. This trade is going to be playing out for the next 2 days. Okay, keep remembering that the trade is not going to be only going to be played for today. It is going to be played for the next 2-3 days. Why? We have plenty of time till the expiry. These guys will plan it in such a way similar to the last week, last in budget. First day we rallied for in 7%, the next day 3%, next day 2%, next day the following 1%. So almost a 12% rally happened over a period of time. You can expect a similar one. But usually what the market does is when everybody is trying to be bullish or bearish, okay, that's when they get penalized. 90% of the crowd, market participants and everybody whom you are going to be talking on the retail front, you will be hearing them saying that no, this time it's going to be in one of the best budget, the government is going to do that and this. With elections coming in, we are expecting that and this. When you have all these things happening, then you can always expect the budget to make some kind of a noise, and the noise will be getting completely out of the way after some time. That is something which I'm expecting after 12:30. So do not try to be in a hurry to enter aggressively on a day like today. Today your focus should be try to get into 1 or 2 good trades, make money, stay light. Don't get that budget in you thinking that no, this is going to be the best day of my life, I'm going to be doing this. Yes, all the TV analysts and the TV channels, everybody is going to be portraying as if you're missing something today. Guys, treat it as just one other day. Only thing is you needed to know today the things are going to be little different compared to the other days. Otherwise, it is a regular day in your job. Imagine you are preparing yourself in a school or a college. Okay, you are preparing yourself for the whole year. You are studying it and other things. You will have exams. Will you consider exam as a different day? You will consider as in one other day. So you needed to treat it as an exam day. You are just going to be proving yourself what you needed to do. Okay, I wouldn't be going for a long straddle at this juncture. Once probably in the market falls and in the the craziness falls in the evening, maybe a long straddle can be tried. Not in the morning. In the evening we may be able to try that one. So we will see whether market is going to be giving me that opportunity or not. But I would prefer to be playing a naked game once the market gives me an option to enter. So currently, what are the options available? I'll go to the chart. So looking at the current scenario, where is the next level of resistance on the upside for the Nifty? On the futures, it is somewhere around 17,450 odd zones. So up to once we clear the 17,450, we should be able to move all the way up to like in 17,657. Okay, 17,657 is the next area wherein we might get some kind of a minor resistance. But today, when the news flow and everything is going to be positive, all these like in what to say, the resistance, support, and other things is not going to be a good one. So you will see the market making a move without respecting all these levels. Okay, so today someone says, no, 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 I needed to watch for this level, that level. It is not going to listen to it. Okay, on the Bank Nifty, yes, it is on already on a free run. Watch out for this bar. Okay, this bar got created a couple of days back and the high was 39,255. For some reason, if you are getting like a large move happening with the like a volume and other things, this high can be go untouched. In case if these guys are breaking these levels, anyhow level above this level of 39,000, you will see like a quick another 500,000 points possible on the Bank Nifty. And moreover, the positioning has been like in completely bearish on the Bank Nifty for the past 6-7 days, except these 2 days where the bulls were trying to defend it. So if there is going to be some positive news coming in, 39,200, and if they are able to close it, if they are able to close it at the day's high, expect further follow-up to be happening in the upcoming days. Okay, so watch out for this bar, which got created on 24th Jan. This is going to be an important bar for me on the day. So currently, they are taking a support at that like in a 50-day moving average, the 20-day moving average, everything is like in converging together. So they have not even gone towards the 200-day moving average, both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. So it is going to be an interesting proposition, and probably you can expect in the upcoming days, in case if things are going good, 17,800 to 17,900 is going to be a possibility as well. So with all that being said, VIX is going to be playing a major role today. Yesterday, we saw the data. There was like a minor bit of a short covering, long unwinding, and other things. It's like a combination of everything. So except the long unwinding, we saw everything happening here: short covering, short buildup, long buildup, and everything. So when you can expect the long unwinding once the event is over? Today, probably yes, we may get to see some event. So today we might get to see, after the event is over, we may get to see some kind of an action happening on the open and high. Yesterday, all the open and high on both the call and the put has been hit. Like in, I believe, except this guy at around 38,400, it went and closed somewhere around like in 540, and the open and high was somewhere around 600. So in the morning, we may get to see these guys like in clearing it out. And on the Nifty, we saw all the open and high getting hit except 17,450. Since it is not a round strikes, I wouldn't be giving too much of importance to it. These are the guys who are like going to be waiting in case if the budget is not going to be a good one. Otherwise, you may need it to continue to disregard these guys. So I wouldn't be giving too much of importance to this. Now, I'll just show you the OI expiry strategy. This is for the Bank Nifty. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be only choosing the round strikes, which is like in going to have a lot of volume and a couple of strikes near to the at the money. Now look at this 37,000. Clearly there is a short covering happening at this levels. The price has gone above that 1,300 mark, closed well above that. So they are not adding any positions. As a seller, they are just covering their positions well and fine. On the other hand, are they creating more positions on the short build-up side? No, they are not doing it. Only like a 10% increase in OI. Imagine the market is already trading at 38K. What they should have done? Ideally, they should have created more positions on the downside. That they have not done it. 37,500. A similar scenario. Short covering has been happening. The price didn't go much. On the other hand, a big short build-up, but short buildup has happened with 54%, but the price didn't fall much. So they are all waiting for the event to get out so that they will be able to create some positions to take the market in that particular direction. The crucial element is going to be for me at 38K. Okay, even 37,800, 37,900, not much of an action happening. 38K, yes, a clear long buildup is happening, a clear short buildup is happening, perfectly like scripted for today. In case if the market wanted to gap up, they would have all the right reasons for them to gap up. I'll just open the market as well. So they have all the right reasons for them to gap up today. So almost like 150 points, the initial opening take. So these guys are going to be the ones who are going to be taking this market higher. So first round, when the market is going to be opening, if they're going to be adding more and more positions on the put side, which is going to be like an area wherein I would be focusing upon. Then 38,100, the same scenario. The shorts are adding up more position. That's a good sign. And 38,500. This is where, in case if the market wanted to rally big, the OTM strikes to need to be creating some position. But the price is already like crazy at 500 rupees. But the OI is getting built up there. And at the same time, you're not seeing significant short buildup. I would have loved to see a 60%, 70% short buildup happening, but it's not happening, at least a 40%. That's a good sign. Let's see whether they have the potential to keep it going in the morning. That is going to be an important one. So well before the budget itself, you are getting a big gap up. So what is going to be more interesting is whether this gap up, will it sustain? And most importantly, will the premiums getting crashed on the put side in the morning itself due to this large gap up? Today, once again, you might see some kind of an open and high buildup happening on one particular direction, which is going to be mostly on the put side. If at all, if it is happening, do not try to chase the open and highs today. On a day like budget, okay, all these strategies, the 320 strategy, the morning strategy, the open and high strategy, all this you have to throw it out of the window. Why? It's going to be a day wherein you will see a lot of big money who's going to be like coming into the market to take the positions in their favor. So whenever they are going to be doing that, they are not going to be looking for all these strategies. They will just like blindly say, I'm going to be completely buying it or selling it. That's exactly you can expect it on a day like today. So with all the things which is going to be happening, if there is a huge gap up, if we needed to, yeah, looking at the current scenario, looks like the gap up is going to be sustaining all of like almost 170 points on the Nifty and 650 points on the Sensex. This looks almost 9.4. The rate seems to be like settling down. So if it is going to be like a big gap up similar to this, then you can expect the market to reward big for the people who have been like holding their positions. Even, where is it? So 37,900 at 795. Okay, so though the 320 strategy, I would avoid it on these days because anything can happen. There was a put trade on the Nifty. There was a call trade on the Bank Nifty. So it is a contrasting one. But the problem here is the global market skews are absolutely in the favor of the bulls now. So the bulls know it. Okay, we have the control, and moreover, the IT stocks performing it after a while. Okay, so then we can get this one done. So today, what is the main criteria which I'll be watching? The main criteria for me is going to be the two candle theory. And most importantly, even in the two candle theory, I'm not going to be looking for regular volumes similar to what 50K and 125K. As I told yesterday, I would love to see 150K to 200K volume happening in the Nifty, sorry, the Bank Nifty, and 200 to 300K volume in the Nifty. So that is going to be very much possible. Why? Because this is the day wherein they wanted to position themselves for something big. When they wanted to do that, you will get to see some large positions getting created. So on that note, keep it in mind that we can expect large pullback rallies as well. So today, I wouldn't be considering the normal 50, 125K. Today, you can expect more than that, a powerful market to be playing out. On that note, so almost 180 point gap up on the Nifty, 17,521. Wow. So these guys are literally like trying to go to the moon with 17,200 to 17,500. Everywhere they are just like making it a big one to take the market higher. So let's hope they are going to be doing that. So what I was suggesting on the two candle theory today is don't look for the normal 50K, 60K volume, because on normal candle itself, you will be getting the 50K, 60K. I would be expecting a 100, 150 or 200K volume bars coming out in both Nifty and the Bank Nifty. If Nifty is like, and Bank Nifty is giving 150K to 200K volume, you can expect another 200 to 300K volume on the Nifty as well. Today would be the day wherein you would be seeing some of the large moves happening. So as of now, Nifty is 1.28. Sorry, the Nifty Bank is 1.28. So yesterday it's closed at 37,975. Already it is opening at 38,460. So which are the banks which is doing that move? Axis is 0.65. ICICI is 1.68. HDFC Bank is 1.53. So HDFC and ICICI for the past 2 days, these two guys are back into the wagon. Kotak is 1.33. SBI is 1%. And who's moving the Nifty? It is Reliance 1%. Infi 1.72. TCS 1%. So both banks and everybody is on the move on the upside today. So it is a clear an 189 point uptick, and then a 1% move on the Bank Nifty as well. So who's underperforming here? For me, Bank Nifty is underperforming compared to the Nifty because Nifty might be getting some kind of support from the IT as well. So this is going to be a day wherein the market is going to be moving up. I'm not expecting the gap filling to be happening in the morning. Say, for example, if there is going to be a big move, okay, 180 point gap up. I'm not expecting the gap filling to be happening in the morning. Instead, if the budget is going to be a disappointment, then probably, yes, we may get to see the gap filling happening. But at this current juncture, any major dip, because the RSI is going to be above the 70 or 80 mark in the morning itself, in case if there is going to be any major dip, that will be a golden opportunity for me to chase for it. So if someone who is looking at it, you will see only 20-30% premiums going up. You will not be seeing a similar kind of a move, market moving higher. Probably yes, the premiums would be the one which is going to be an interesting one. So if you are chasing today, look for 38,500 at this current juncture. 38,500 would be at the money for me. So looking at the current scenarios, 38,500 to 38,700 max we can chase for it. So any dip, in case if you are getting an 40 or 100 or 200 point dip today, get ready for only a 200 point dip or 300 point dip in the morning. If you're getting it, use that opportunity to enter ones at least on the long side. But keep a close tab on the open and high. Someone who is not comfortable on the morning trade, avoid it completely. So someone who's carrying an overnight position, okay, anyone who's carrying an overnight position, if you're getting a big gap up, say for example, a 30-40% increase, keep your stop loss at 25% and then trade it. If there is an opportunity, the market might rally another 50-100 points, and then you might get another 30-40 rupees on the Nifty. Whether it's going to be a 2-3% move, yes, it's very much a possible. Okay, so morning trade, The pre-market has given you complete insight. Everybody is on the uptick. Nifty IT is leading the rally. Nifty Bank is also there. So it's similar to yesterday. Okay, it is almost a replica of yesterday. What has happened? And the morning trade, it is once again on the call side. 37,900 is getting featured. Good. So Nifty not giving much. Interesting. So morning trade on the call side for the Bank Nifty. So someone who's looking at it, dip is a golden opportunity, but the only problem is be prepared for 200, 300 point dip as well. Don't try to think, no, I just needed like I wanted to put everything in one place. No, don't do that. Imagine it is opening right exactly at 38,460. So we might be getting towards this 38,550. That might be a small bit of a resistance. 38,550 odd zones, because this is the area wherein last time the sell-off started. Again, they were not able to move it past higher. So if they're able to come down, then like and watch out for yesterday's level of 38,100. So you needed to be prepared for this 38,550 to like in 38,100. So between this zone, we may get some kind of a move. So before the budget, are they going to be like and making all the right noises before? And once the budget is over, they might see like and start booking the profits as well. So be careful. Don't try to go aggressive. And moreover, if you are having some positions, try to close out your positions before the event. In case if you are taking it in the morning, try to close out your positions before the event. The reason is during the event, anything can happen and you might be seeing some wild swings. So it's very important we just try to stay light during the event. And if you're already holding some position, how many of you would have carried the positions on the Bank Nifty long? Okay, so people who are carrying the position, Nifty long and Bank Nifty long, try to get it out of the way. So trail it, trail it, trail it. Don't keep anything on the open position. So I would love to see what the VIX is going to be doing once the market is opening almost like an 180 points uptick, what these guys are planning to do. And moreover, Nifty has been underperformer compared to the Bank Nifty. Keep that in mind. Okay, so in case if there is going to be like in a big move compared to the Bank Nifty, it is going to be on the Nifty as well. Guys, I'm going to be looking for a dip to get into the trade. So every dip will be like an opportunity for me to do that. So especially on the Bank Nifty, I'm going to be looking for a dip. So one more minute to go. All the very best, guys. Let's ensure that we at least do minimal and at the same time, we don't damage our capital as well. On a day like this, you needed to think about that, and it is going to be your regular day. You needed to treat it as just another regular day in your life. Don't be surprised if there is like a not much of premium moves, because you might be like in getting like a 20-30% move, but not much. So that is the way the premiums are going to be. So on that angle, you might be getting to see that there are like in plenty of open and highs on the call side. The put side. So the morning itself, they are just trying to fill the gap. Are they going to be filling the gap? Looks like it. So watch out for that. Guys, watch out for all the open and highs here. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4? There are like in 4 or 5 open and highs which is available here. So get ready for some kind of an move on the downside as well. Prepare yourself for everything. So if you are already like in having some positions, try to trail it. Don't leave any open position in this market, because this is not an ideal market for you to hold your positions for too long. This is the open and high which I was talking about. You can clearly see these are the strikes which is going to be important one, 37,938. So there might be like an one possible down move before they make the next up move. So don't try to go for aggressive positioning, and RSI is not going towards like an 80 mark in a hurry. So every dip as of now would give you a small window of opportunity, but get prepared for a wild volatility. The volatility is going to be the key important one in this market. So 38,500, usually you will be getting to see that trading in 400 range. Today being the like, and I would say with the high volatility and other things, you're getting to see that trading at almost 600 odd rupees. And just taken a small quantity, but just playing for a minor one. So in case if there is going to be like in a big move, I might take like an average at like in a every 50 to 100 rupees. Don't be in a hurry to average your positions on a day like today. And keep a close tab on the opposite side. If they're going for the open and high on the opposite side, that might be like in a one window of opportunity for me. And the most important thing, once it crosses like in a 10, 20 rupees, try to trail it. Don't leave open positions on a day like this. So 611 to 632. So exactly, it is getting a resistance at the level where we mentioned it, 38,550. So the opening tick, it went all the way to 38,550. From there, it is getting a resistance. So we needed a strong move above that level. So the premiums are the ones which is going to be like an eye-catching one today. In spite of the market giving you like a large move, you're not able to see the premiums like in giving you a large move, right? So the Nifty is trading at 150 points, Bank Nifty at 450 points, but still the premiums are just hanging around 20-30% only. So people who are used to like 100%, 200%, and or so on, you might be like in surprise. In spite of the Bank Nifty moving 400, 500 points, my premiums is not going higher. It's purely because already the IV levels and the premiums are crazy. Now, so what's happening with the VIX here? On the opening tick, it went all the way to 20.5, but it is now slowly starting to fall. But I would have loved to see the VIX falling big time. But I would wanted it to be happening gradually, not like in a hurry. So let's see whether they are going to be doing it in a gradual manner, or are they going to be keep on moving it higher. There is now the Bank Nifty is picking up pace. 525 points, and it is staying above that level. The volume is also picking up. Can you see that? Usual volumes are not coming in. You are not seeing like in a 50K, 100K. You are like in more than that. Now this one is like in more than 150. This one is more than 200K. And this is what is expected on a budget day. On a budget day, when you're getting these kind of volumes, be prepared. And the volatility will also be like, and get ready used to it. The prices is going to be like in moving crazy. So from 728, it has come down to 680. Every tick will be like in a 30-40 rupee price kind of a move, which you can expect it. Good news is the Dow, which was at 140, 150, it is coming down to minus 80. Keep a close tab on the RSI now. It is heading towards that 80 mark. Okay, so the Nifty is staying above that 50-day moving average. So they're not letting it to fall. Will the Bank Nifty be joining the party? Looks like the Bank Nifty is the one which is going to join the party. Look at the way the HDFC and the ICICI, which these two are the guys who have been like an underperforming for the past 1 week or so. And they are the two who are giving the maximum push. ICICI is giving almost 220 points. HDFC is giving 120 points for this rally on the upside. So both these guys are the ones who are pushing up the Bank Nifty. And we needed these two guys in case if the Bank Nifty needed to perform. Okay, so budget, it's a good start. The start has been really good. The premiums are the ones which is going to be little crazy. So watch out for that. Any move towards a lower level, considering the open and high and other things, we are going to be giving least importance. Now all the open and highs are around like an 80%. 38,800, 824. Watch out for this guy. This is also a possibility in case if these guys are taking the market in a hurry to move it higher. No fresh positions to be initiated. Always remember when the RSI is above like an 80, 85, this is the area wherein you can expect some kind of a profit booking and other things. There will be like a quick spike and then a quick fall might be happening. So be careful. Since these are like a morning trades, be very, very careful when the IV levels are, sorry, the RSI levels are above 80. Now, only a small bit of an OI change and then the big short covering happening. And coming back here, look at the IV levels now. 57 to 63. Wow. These are crazy, crazy levels, guys. Watch out when they're, and again, one more thing. When it is going to be falling, don't try to catch the falling knife also in a hurry. Okay, due to the IV levels, we may get to see some large falls and you will be like in completely butchered. Be careful. Don't try to average your positions on a day like this at every 5 rupees. And look at this currently. The premiums are getting increased, and at the same time, the long buildup is also happening on both the sides. As of now, they're showing it as a long buildup, but it is not the long buildup. The premiums are crashed on the put side. Okay, so there is a first sign of like in the premium, okay, falling on the call side. It went all the way from 81 to 770. Okay, be careful. The RSI is cooling off a bit. I think they are using every opportunity on the RSI cool off to take a position on the long side. No, I went for the momentum trade on the call side, nothing else, guys. It's not the open and high trade which we went for. So someone who's looking for, no, Yes, usually in the morning, don't look at like an too much of a support at the VWAP or the resist like in support or the super trend as a support. These are all morning VWAP and morning super trend. They have not formed it completely. That's the reason I insist on waiting till 10:30, where the maximum volume and the action will be starting to happen. These are all morning levels. Just try to stay light or don't use them. You can expect the fall to be below these levels as well. But as of now, the RSI is like in cooling off to 75. Again, the buying starting to emerge. So people are using every opportunity for the RSI cool off to enter into another round of a trade. So someone is expecting, no, I'm not going to be waiting till the budget. I'm just going to be keep taking the positions even built before the budget, because I know there is going to be some kind of a major announcement coming in. Interesting. With the way the market is positioning itself for the budget, it looks to be a very interesting one. It is going to be very difficult to catch the upside momentum when the gap up is already there. The reason is you do not know whether there is going to be some kind of a profit booking or whether there is going to be some kind of a long buildup is going to be emerging. On that scenario, it's better you take some light position, see whether the market is rewarding you, and then like and keep on holding your position. If it triggers your trailing stop loss, stay light and wait for the next opportunity. Not always you might be able to capture the entire rally. That's not going to be possible. And one more thing, what did I say about the like in a PSR in the session? The more the gap between the PSR and the like in the candles, more the rally can be happening. And you can look at the gap between each PSR also. It is also pretty huge. Whenever you see a gap like this, then that means there is a big possibility you might be getting some large moves happening. But at this juncture, let the RSI cool off. In case, look at this towers now. Okay, except this red tower, you are seeing like in a multiple green towers with like in a good volume. In case of these guys are coming down, 38,550 is the last time wherein they were not able to breach that level. So on the way down, you may expect a minor bit of support. That is another 100 points. You may get a minor bit of support at that level. So watch out for that level. When it is coming there, we can try for a one support trade at the level of 38,550 on the futures. A small trade on the support level. And remember, all these moves are happening well before the budget now. Almost like 1.5% move on the bank nifty, 1% move on the nifty. But the premiums on the nifty, is it moving higher? Yesterday you got like 40-50%. Today you're getting like 20-30%. So you can disregard up to like 17,000, and you can look at up to like 17,000 to 17,800. I will just remove this guy as well. I will keep 17,800 added. So every minor dip is getting bought. The RSI cool off, they're letting it to go towards 75, and some of the other buyer is coming in and taking this, and then market moving higher. So this is going to be very difficult. Why I say that? That means it's not only one party who is getting into the market. There are multiple parties who are trying to defend these levels. When someone is trying to book the profits, another guy coming and saying, no, we are not going to be letting it go lower. We will buy it at this level, and then the market again moves up. And then the premium prices are not crashing. In spite of like, and you're getting like in a 40-50 point fall, the premiums are not crashing. You can clearly see that every dip is getting bought aggressively here. I would keep a close tab on these two banks today, because these two are the ones which can give you like a move, or they can completely like and throw away in the drains as well. Okay, but considering the global market scenarios, the way the ADRs have reacted, we can expect some moves. So after the budget, say for example, we are getting some decent budget. Okay, the market likes the budget, and when the move is happening, already we are at like an oversold kind of a territory, and the market, if it is not getting any populist measures, probably we can expect some kind of a large buildup to be happening on the upside as well. Yes, the premiums would be the one which is going to be like in a tough point to crack today. It's a clear market. Every dip is getting bought. They are just waiting for the RSI to cool off to 75, and then a fresh set of buyers who are coming in, taking it higher and higher and higher. They are just not letting it, or they don't want even it to go towards like a morning VWAP and the RSI. So every dip is getting bought. So every dip is a golden opportunity to get in there. Guys, it's too early to say whether they will go for the open and high. As I told you, the open and high on days like today, just completely ignore it. It's not going to be giving you any kind of a reward, thinking that no, open and high is there, I'm going to be. No, it's going to be more based on the positioning, what they are taking it. So this market clearly on and move, wherein they just wanted to keep going higher and higher. And Bank Nifty, especially with the help of ICICI and the HDFC, it's on a roll now. What is interesting to me is, look at this. Still the OI buildup is like in gradually picking up. Okay, morning there was a big gap down, sorry, the OI fall, and then the OI is slowly picking it up. Okay, still there is not significant positioning that's getting created, which I would love to see it. Let's see whether it is going to be happening after the budget or before the budget itself. Guys, your focus should be to get your 1% and then be out of the way. That should be your primary focus. Don't try to think that like, and you wanted to capture more than that. That sometimes may not be possible at all on this market. It is too early for us to look at the trading OI data. Looks like we got some signal. And who's the guy who gave the signal? It is on the Nifty. We got a quick scalp. Again, it's on the upside. So if the RSI is cooling off, Nifty is giving you a quick scalp. But I would not be like in focusing too much on the Nifty today. The pure reason is the Bank Nifty is the one which can give me like a quick move for me to gain the momentum, make money, get out of the trade. The only problem has been the RSI factor. But they're grinding it, taking it, and this is a clear sign. When you are having the RSI cool off happening and someone is continuously like and buying it, this is a clear sign that there's one group or the other, they are just trying to literally provide support to the market. Imagine the seller's role now. Okay, any sellers who's been selling it on the call side, these guys would not be liking it with the way the market is moving higher, right? Because why I say that they will not be liking it, they are not getting a significant fall happening on the put side. They're just only like in getting to see the premiums moving pretty fast, fast on the call side. On the put side, the premiums are not crashing at all. Then they will like and literally like and rip in sometimes. Let's see whether they are going to be doing anything at all. Good news is, at least the RSI, let it cool off a bit. It's a clear buy on dips. looking at the current scenario, as I told you, 38,550 would be the level wherein I would be keen to watch in case if there is going to be like in some kind of a pullback happening, 200, 300 point pullback. You can expect some kind of support to be coming in over there. That is going to be your big support. I'm expecting that support to be before the budget, not during that budget or after the budget. During the budget and after the budget, we may get to see some kind of a wild moves happening. But looking at the current scenario, the market is positioning for something big. The reason is with the way the ICICI and HDFC is rallying, which is suggesting clearly that these guys are thinking that there is going to be some positive development which is going to be coming out of the budget. And imagine FIIs have been on continuously short. And if these guys are thinking that they wanted to cover their position, and if they just feel that no, all the things what we have heard from the government is like and very good, and we wanted to just like and start this rally and join the rally, we may be in for like a big surprise on the upside. So every dip is getting into like a good buying opportunity. They are not even like in letting it even fall for like 50, 60 points. Slow and a steady move which has been happening. Any minor profit booking, get ready. Guys, as I told you, don't worry about the Dow. Dow yesterday, it rallied more than 400 points, like in 70 points fall and other things. And moreover, domestic event, which is going to be dominating. I'm not going to be giving too much of importance to the Dow factor today. Okay, so our event is going to be the most important one. I'm not going to be worried about the Dow factor until like in probably today and tomorrow. We might have our own markets to concentrate more than the global markets. Global markets have already rallied for the past 2 days. So there is nothing new in it. We needed something, and moreover, our economy is little strong compared to the other economies. Say for example, whatever the bank numbers or whatever the GST numbers, whatever the like in export data, whatever that we have received so far, everything has been so far positive. So I'm just adding like in a few more strikes above the level of like in 39,200. In case if there is going to be like in a quick move, we will be able to participate in it. So watch out for any move, any falls, any further fall. Is the level at which I'm expecting some support is going to be here and here. Between these two levels, you can expect like a bigger support to be coming in. And look at that, the RSI first time, it is again coming back below that 75 mark. So if it can move towards like in a 60 and 50, you might get a small bit of a support based on the RSI and on the last time highs of 38,550. So these are the two levels wherein I'm expecting a minor support. So can they move faster on the lower end? This is the first time you're getting to see some kind of a profit booking. I will start to buy from here in case if it comes. And the most important thing is let the price come to you rather than you chase the price. That's the most important thing on the day like today. Okay. So first time they're just getting into the profit booking zone. Let them do that. Let them fall further. In case if it is not coming there, then we may just like and get in for a surprise. Why it is going to be very difficult for you to take a trade here? The reason is you may not know when the support is going to be coming in and then the market is moving higher. Sometimes it can happen here, sometimes it can happen, but this is going to be like in a bigger support for you. That's the reason you needed to be waiting for that level for you to get, yes, these guys are coming there and it is going to be giving you a reward. Can they fall further? Guys, I'm waiting for this level. That's going to be the important level for us to be like in really aggressive there. Considering the premiums and other things, it's very important for you to get your levels exactly where you wanted it. That's the most important thing. If you're especially a small player, you have to be waiting for that level. If you're a multi-lot player, then you can think about one lot over here at 38,700, and then another one at 38,650, another one at 38,600, another one at 38,550. That's the way you should be planning for your trades. And once it is above your buy price, keep trailing it. Don't leave an open position. The stop loss would be somewhere around 38,400 odd level. In case if you are averaging till all the way to 38,500, the stop loss would be somewhere around 38,400. If you're not prepared for 200, 300 point stop loss today, don't try to like an enter into the market. This market is not going to be for you. And moreover, what did I say? Today, you will be seeing all the candles forming more than 50K. Can you see this? From morning, yesterday, you didn't see that much. Today, every candle is more than that. This is a clear sign wherein you can expect the market to be moving on pretty big moves. Whenever you see the market moving on volumes, they to be expected to be like in really volatile. Yes, that's right, guys. We got a quick scalp, but I'm not in favor of the Nifty completely. Considering the Nifty, it's not moving much compared to the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has been giving you large wild moves today in the morning. The only problem with Nifty today is the premiums may not move much. Okay, so you might get to see like in a 20-30 rupee move happening for like in some time. But whereas in the Bank Nifty, you may be able to get the 20-30 rupee move pretty quick. So after the initial couple of like in the moves, now the Bank Nifty is slowly trying to stall its like in a pass a bit, getting some profit booking. And after 10:30 to 11, okay, that is the time wherein you will be seeing some algo bars. When I say algo bars, imagine I've been carrying my position since yesterday, and if I wanted to book my profits like in large institutions, they will do an like in a basket order selling. In that scenario, you will get to see either they will buy a basket order or they will do a selling of basket order. Either sides, you will be seeing like in large algo bars getting formed before the budget. Okay, so watch out for that as well. Can I get to see one large bar? For some reason, if I'm getting a bar towards this zone and this zone will be like a golden opportunity for me to enter there. Will I be able to get it? And moreover, look at this. All the bars, what you are getting to see is all like in a big, more than 50K. Okay. So watch out. But still, the people who would have taken the market higher, these guys are the ones who are still holding some kind of comfort. Trying to trail the profit makes a lot more sense on a day like today. Don't leave any open positions. Keep trailing. Don't leave any open positions. So if you're a multi-lot player, as I told you, one lot over here, another lot at 38,680, another lot at somewhere around 38,650, another lot at 38,550. So that's a way you should be planning your multi-lots. You cannot be like in taking a single candle move and then thinking that it is going to be giving you a reward. That's not going to be possible on the market like this. So it looks like these guys doesn't want it to like and come at all. Yeah, if the OI is decreasing, that is a clear sign that the shorts are covering their position. And where you can see that, usually you will be seeing that in the at the money and in the money, deep in the money strikes. What are you witnessing now? So you're getting to see the OI drop is been happening on the call side, both on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. And you're getting to see some kind of an OI buildup happening here on the put side here, which is good, but it is not a significant one. I would love to see a significant one happening, but that might be happening post the event. But as of now, it is a cool one. So what was my trade? This was my trade actually. The opening trade, started to trail it at 9:15. So it got triggered at 613 to 650, 450 quantities there. And then like in 1000 quantities here, 700 to 720, again 740 to 775. All are like in a small quantities. Don't go for aggressive positioning today. Just go for like in a small quantities. Try to accumulate as much as possible and then keep moving it. That's it. Guys, our intention is to just make that 1%, and you will get plenty of opportunities to do that. Guys, there is no delay actually. Others, I hope others are able to see my screen. Please confirm, guys. So currently we are seeing the Bank Nifty chart. So we will be taking an early break for the breakfast. There will not be any lunch break. We will try to shut the systems by like in 3:30. So we will have our breakfast between 10 to like in 10:10 to 10:40, and then we'll be back. No, I'm not active on any trade, but I will be looking for an opportunity to enter again. Say, for example, before 10:15, if the market is coming towards the zone, I'll be using to enter. Why we cannot see the long unwinding happening on the put side? Purely because they are waiting for the event to get over. Nobody is ready to believe that this rally is like going to be sustaining. Okay. Guys, in the morning, any stop loss, the stop loss would be somewhere around 38,400 for me. If this level breaks in the morning, then we can expect some kind of a fall to be happening. You needed to be prepared. That's the reason I'm telling you, if the fall is going to be happening with volume, because from morning, every candle is more than 50K, which is clearly suggesting it's going to be a high volume day. When it is going to be a high volume day, you needed to be prepared for 300, 400 point move. You cannot be just thinking about like 5-10%, 5-10% as your stop loss. If you're thinking about that, then skip the day. Okay, this is not going to be your day. If you're not prepared for a large move on a day like this, I would sincerely say this is not going to be for you. Avoid your trades. You needed to be prepared for a large volatility on a day like today. Okay, this is the day wherein you can expect 500,000, 2,000 points a rally happening. When the IV cool off is happening, you will get to see the premium eroding on both the sides. But the good news will be, even though the IV is going to be crashing, you will see some kind of an comfort coming to you once the direction is available. Why I say that? Even if the direction is available, then you will get to see a move happening in that particular direction, but the premiums may not move much. As I told you, once the direction is available, next 2 days are there left for that particular directional players. I don't want to see a big surprise on the negative side from the budget. That's something which you guys needed to hope. Why? The global markets have now turned positive, and they needed some kind of a comfort for them to be on the long side. So all we need is just one large long buildup, and then these guys are going to be giving you all the comfort that is required for them to take the market in the next couple of days. Another 1,000 to 1,500 point rally is very much a possibility. Again, keep remembering, don't try to deploy more than 20 to 30% of your capital in any trade. How to find the direction started, we will get to know once the market the market likes the budget or not after 12:30. Once the FM speech is over, we will get the clue. Don't worry, we are going to be there for you. And the bigger clue will be coming in. Today, I want you guys to focus on one particular tab, which is going to be there on the OI Pulse, which is called as a big OI. Why I wanted you to track this particular tab? We have designed it in such a way, this particular tab, as and when you get some big volume happening in a particular direction, okay? And if it is going to be happening with the volume, with the price action, this particular page will be tracking that. Okay, it may not populate the data all the time. It will populate the data only when there is a big action happening in terms of the price move along with the OI buildup and everything, volume action. So that's something which I wanted you to keenly track for it today. Okay, and this can also give us a large clue along with the trending OI data. So trending OI data at this juncture, it is giving me all the bullish signs. It has been like in trying to break the day's high, and the market is also like in been rewarding it. But the only problem is whether will this be able to sustain and then keep moving higher. That's something which is worrying the markets now, right? So our intention is to capture the one and then move on. No, as of now, no data is populated. That's the reason you don't see that. Once the data gets in, you will see like at least on the Nifty or on the Bank Nifty, you will get to see that here available here. As of now, no data is available. That is a clear sign. No one has been creating any major positions on the call or on the put side at this current juncture. Things can change later. Can the Bank Nifty come towards a zone of 38,600 to 38,550? This is a zone wherein we can expect some kind of support to be coming in. And I wanted that to be like happening before 10:30. Why before 10:30? We don't want towards the late end at around 10:45, 11. That means the market is like in positioning. Everybody wanted to stay light before the event and so on. If there is an event happening, at least you can expect one round of a move happening before the event. And I'm just wanting to capture the momentum on that particular moment and then like get out of the trade. That's something which we are keenly watching for. Are we going to get that move before the event itself? Now, people who would have bought it at higher level, they would have already been like praying that there is going to be like some kind of a reversal happening. That's a reason. Don't try to enter in between. If you are a single lot player, wait till the support zones. Okay. Moreover, now almost the data is getting formed. Almost like from 9:15 to 10, you are getting like a solid data getting formed. Now these guys will use these levels as a support level, but not in the morning. The reason is the previous day support is going to be the one which is going to be important for the morning trades. If you're taking a trade on the opening candle or in the first, second candle, then the previous day VWAP, super trend, and all these are going to be the support levels. But after 10 o'clock, you can consider the current day VWAP, the current day super trend as your support level. So looking at the current like an ICICI structure and the HDFC and Axis, for some reason, if there is going to be a fall, watch out for the ICICI and HDFC. If these two guys are falling big, then that's not going to be a good news. Okay, I don't want these guys to fall. That's the most important element. Can we get towards the super trend and the like in a VWAP zone? Come on, make it fast. Get ready for some algo bars as well, more than like in 50, 60 or 100 points. That is also very much a possibility on a day like this. Getting there. Can we get some more? There. It's going to be a golden opportunity in case if they're going to be like in coming towards the zone like in pretty aggressive manner. You will see the premiums like in crashing faster. But one interesting good thing for you is even if it is coming down, it is coming down on low volume. That's a good news about that. But looks like again they're just like I'm trying to take it higher. So they don't want to come to the exact support level. They are just determining it. No, 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 we are not going to be getting there. Will the Bank Nifty be able to move it higher and higher from here? Okay, now what's happening here? What is the first clue you're getting it on the big OI now? The first clue which is coming in is there is some kind of a short buildup happening here, and that too happening on the put side. In the money and at the money, both are having a short buildup, but the price is not falling much. But the bigger clue is OI is already starting to build up. That's a good sign. And I believe like in quick scalp, whatever that you got it on the Nifty is like I'm giving you a small bit of a reward there. Guys, this is a small bit of a clue for you. I would love to see more and more like an OI buildup happening on the put side, and then the call OI coming down drastically, getting into more negative territory. So you can expect the market to be like in playing around like in a cat and mouse game till the budget like this. Neither moving higher, neither moving lower. You can look at the trending OI on 3 minute or like in a 15-minute time frame or an hourly time frame. It is going to be one and the same. Okay, so the timing is not going to make much of a difference because it is all the position that has got created already. So I wouldn't be giving too much of importance to that. But 15-minute time frame would be like in looking to get me the trend actually. Either look at the 15-minute or hourly, which will be giving me the intraday trend. That's the reason I look at little longer time frame. morning, this is not going to be like an ideal crossover. Say, for example, whenever the crossover is happening, the super trend is piercing through the VWAP, we would love to see a good volume action happening. At this juncture, it is just trying to form, but it is not with the volume. At this current juncture, we have selected the strikes from 37,600 to 39,000 for the Bank Nifty. You have an option to change the strikes based on your need. Okay, we have given you some strikes which we feel that is going to be like an important for you to get the move. So in case if you feel no, I wanted to reduce the number of strikes, you can always do it. You can clear the selection. You can clear the selection and you can reset the strikes as well. Guys, I have shared my trading setup and I have shared my desktop details and other things, the laptop details in my Telegram channel. Just search it and you will be able to find that one. Guys, we have done some internal analysis on how the trending void needed to be selected and so on. So I may not be able to divulge the complete details because of the competitors and other things, but there is a logic applied behind it to choose certain strikes. And that's exactly we have done it here, nothing else. And even the big OI movement, what you're seeing it here, it has certain logic. And based on that logic, we have applied that. So now we got another signal on the Nifty now. So Nifty is clearly looking like it just wanted to keep moving it higher and higher. You got the normal Nifty OSPL signal as well now. So clearly Nifty is saying that, no, we just wanted to keep moving higher and higher, but you may not be able to see the big premium, but it is just going to be showing you, yes, we have all the right reasons for us to be bullish. So if the signal is available here, the next candle will be our entry and the out will be our stop loss level. So even if you're entering at 17,565, the stop loss for the trade would be 17,541. There is absolutely no major logic behind the morning trades because purely it is based on the global cues, nothing else. Yesterday, the global markets rallied and then the Dow, our areas in the US market rallied. And moreover, yesterday we closed higher. We don't have any major reasons for us to have a big fall before the event. If there would have been some news which is coming in, then it would have been a negative one for us to be considering. But as of now, nothing. All the indications are in for a big rally at this juncture. So watch out for these levels now, 17,578 to 17,605. Why 17,578 and 605? If you'd have seen it, these are the levels wherein in the past we would have got some support and then the market would have got a resistance on the way up and so on. Okay, that's the reason we use this. And whenever the breakout has happened, these levels have been the ones which has been broken and then broken with volume to take the market higher. So we will be keen to capture all those moments. That's the reason we would have drawn those levels. So Bank Nifty is taking a pass, whereas Nifty is moving it higher and higher. Now Reliance is 1% up, Infi is higher, TCS is higher, HDFC is also higher along with HDFC Bank. So every move on the bank is giving you a positive move on the uptick. But though I'm not playing aggressively on the Nifty today because I'm more comfortable with the Bank Nifty, and stick to what suits you. Okay, when you know that you will be able to capture like in 40-50 points in a quick manner in a particular index, stick to that. That doesn't mean like, and you should not be playing in the nifty. You can. People who feel comfortable, no, nifty is going to be my like in a kind of fun play, you can always play in the nifty. For me, bank nifty is more suited and I stick to that. Okay, so the bank nifty, one more attempt on the downside. Are they going to be like in making another round of an attempt on the downside? Guys, it's not about like in we taking the position and then the market moving higher or lower. It's not about that. Say for example, some of the trades wherein you are just trying to take a position based on the market move, and when it is not moving in your favor, it's better to wait till the support zone and then enter. So what does this data is suggesting you now? More and more short buildup happening. 10 o'clock, you are getting to see another like in a round of a short buildup. What they are trying to do, they are trying to build some positions before the event itself, that they are wanting to short this. Okay, there is some big money which is coming in and saying, I think market is poised for some big upside. Let me start taking the position. This 25,000 quantity, which is getting created on the short side. There is someone who's coming in and betting that, no, I'm expecting the market to be moving higher and higher from here. Let's see whether they're going to be right. The problem is when you're having all the super trend, the VWAP and the WMA, all three converging together, that is usually not a good sign for me. When I say not a good sign, in terms of the support. Why? If I'm a bear, if I wanted to take the level lower, I have only like in one level of support here. If I can break this, then immediately I can take it lower and lower. So this is going to be a problem for the bulls. Imagine if you're a bull, you have the WMA first, super trend next, and then your VWAP, you will have three line of defense. The three line of defense is missing at this juncture. We needed the three line of defense for the bulls to get a comfort. As of now, though it is not like in a three line of defense, still the people would be waiting to hold that level. And one more thing, all three converging together, you will have a bigger support as well. The like and the bulls would not love to like and leave that level pretty quick. So they will definitely try to defend it no matter what, if it is coming to that level at least once, if they would have already taken a significant positions on the upside. That's something you needed to watch out for. So one more small bit of a move, they are not even getting towards the zone. Now, can you see the difference? They are slowly but steadily taking it higher. Will they be able to take it higher, the WMA and the super trend, so that they will be able to create the first line of defense with the WMA, the super trend will be the second line of defense, the third line would be the VWAP. This is going to be a good one. At this juncture, don't give too much of importance to the VIX. We wanted to see the VIX post the event. Before the event, there is going to be like in both the buyer and the seller who's going to be creating the position. You can clearly look at the premiums are not been crashing on the put side. Okay, though the premiums are moving higher on the call side, you're not seeing a big premium movement happening on the put side. When you have more than 50-60% premium like in move on the call side, you would have seen like in 50-60% fall as well, which has not been happening. That means the buyers are still holding the fort, thinking that what if there is not going to be like in much of a big news coming out of the budget and I can get something out for me on the put side. that is the game plan which is working out for the bears who are trying to hold their position. Imagine anyone who would have taken a shot here, and if the budget is going to be a disappointment, these guys have to be covering their position, then that will be a problem as well. And what is the clue you're getting it when you see this kind of an IV data? 61 to 63, it is almost similar to that. Imagine if the call side IVs would have been 50 and then the put side IVs would have been 60 or 65, then that is also not a good sign if you're a bull. Why? Because the buyers are not coming in on the call side and they don't want to hold the positions as well. That is again not going to be a good sign. So currently it's 61, 61. You are priced in for like a nice premium erosion as the move is happening. Okay, watch out for the premium erosion during the event. So get ready for that. Can we get to see the move coming towards 38,670 to 38,550 odd zone? One move. Guys, on a day like this today, you will see your stop losses getting, trailing stop losses getting hit left, right, and center. The reason is today it's not going to be for 5 rupee, 10 rupee more. Today they are going to be playing for 500,000 rupee moves. When you're placing like in a 20 rupee stop loss, trailing with like in a 10 rupee stop loss and all those things, it will get hit. Sometimes if the move is happening, you just needed to chase it along. If it is not, then we have to be holding our foot tight. Looks like one more round of an up move. But I would have loved to see like a more towards this zone. From there, the bounce should have been like a really good, but they know everybody would be looking for a support level for them to go and join the party, and they are not letting that to come there. So they are just chasing some weekends away, and then they are just trying to take this marker higher once again. Guys, again, high IV doesn't mean that like an always it needed to be like in the premium erosion happening at higher level. Imagine if the budget is going to be really good. Okay, if some of the announcement is going to be really good, high IV can also spur high moves as well. The reason is there is going to be more demand. The people will be coming and flocking it. And after the budget, see which side the IV is crashing faster. If the IV is crashing it on the call side or on the put side, if the IV crash is going to be more on the call side, then the premium erosion is going to be there much. So that means, okay, we are done with all the moves. We were expecting some explosive budget. We are not getting anything. So we will book our profits. Then you may not see big of like an IV crash happening on the put side, but it will happen later. So that is something which I wanted to see it. After the budget, guys, long straddle is not a good idea at this juncture. With the IVs being at like in 62 levels, short straddle is the best option. But the only thing is, we needed to stay out of the budget. Even like in big players will be staying out. Don't take like in much position at these levels. The reason is it can be a wild move. It's always important. Wait for the event to get over and then get into the trade. If there is going to be like in a crash, then the IV has to crash on the call side. So after the initial move, they are stuck in a small range with like in a 40, 50 point. neither able to move higher, neither able to move lower, but the Nifty has been on a roll now. Slow and steady, it has been giving like from 17,550 to 17,590. It has moved higher and higher gradually. Was there any big OI on the Nifty as well? Some long build up, some short build up. But one good thing is you are getting to see only short covering on the call side, only short build up on the put side, which is a very good sign if you're a bull. This is exactly you would love to see as a bull. Nothing else. Okay, so Nifty is 250 points up. Will the Nifty be able to scale out that level of 17,605 and then like and keep scaling newer highs? As I told you, the next level of resistance can be somewhere around 17,650, which is a minor one, because that is the area we had on support and then a fall and then some kind of a resistance before we moved in higher. So Bank Nifty is making a new high and it is happening before the event, 10:15. That's a good one. Every dip has been like giving a golden opportunity to book some profits now. And good news is it's once again happening with volume. The only thing which can spoil this bull's party is going to be the budget. Now they are not even listening to the global market tunes and other things. They just feel that we are going to be getting everything positive. So what are the things which can spoil the party in the budget? One thing is going to be like any announcement of taxing the rates and giving a lot of freebies just because of the election. These two things will definitely like spoil the party. And any news touching on LTCG, increasing it or like increasing the tax rate over there, that can spoil the sentiment. And the last thing, what can spur the market mood now? Any announcement of corporate tax reduction, already it is at 20. Imagine if it is coming down to 15 or completely abolishing the income tax, everybody will be happy, right? So that is going to be spur the growth. So that's going to be one thing. Or any news on STT or reduction in the long-term capital gains. I'm saying like, okay, no more long-term capital gains. You guys can invest, but the long-term capital gains, you needed to hold it for 2 years, but no taxes. If they announce those kind of measures, that's going to be really, really market sentiment mover. And one more scalping opportunity on the Nifty now. One sec. Small bit of a profit booking on the Nifty after like a 40-50 point move. Okay, guys, on that note, let's take a quick break. We may not be able to have the lunch, so have a quick lunch, the breakfast or the brunch, whatever you wanted to. Get ready for a big long haul day for the budget. So we will be back 10:50. Avoid any like insignificant trades from here. The only trade probably can be tried is between the super trend and the VWAP, once at least, not beyond that. It has taken a perfect support at the super trend. So it looks like Nifty also wanted to take a pass. Guys, don't try to go for any kind of a trade at this juncture with only 30 minutes to go for the event. Just try to take cool off your moment, relax yourself, someone who has already achieved the whatever the target that you needed to do it, just relax yourself. Don't do anything. I think the break is a key word, right? Once we announce the break, the Nifty fall started. And the premiums are hardly crashing, only like a 10-15 point premium move, nothing much. So don't expect anything to be happening at this juncture. It's all a profit booking. People who would have bought it at the lower level, considering it's a 500 point move, they would have. I think Nifty is giving you another buy signal purely based on the super trend trade. Since the move has happened, they're just giving you a super trend trade, nothing else. But I would sincerely avoid it till the event is starting. Okay, on that note, let's take a break. So team, like in we are back, but don't try to take any support or resistant trades at this juncture. The reason is time is already 10:45. Okay, this is the time wherein any like an uh, someone who wanted to book their profits and someone who wanted to stay light of the positions and so on, any big boys, they will try to do it. Don't try to think that no, it is going to be taking a support at the VWAP, let me take a position. No. As I told you, on a day like today, all the strategies you needed to throw it out of the window till the event is over. And especially with 10 or 15 minutes to go before the event, don't try to go for any aggressive positioning. As I told you, till 10:30, that's the time for us. After that, you will be seeing the premium erosion happening, and you can clearly see the premiums are not moving much. So the bank nifty, the premiums are falling crazy. The same is happening with the bank nifty as well. From 775, now it has come down to 640 odd zones. So almost the premiums are the ones which is crashing big time. Try to stay light. It is all the profit booking which is going to be happening. There is some long build up. Interesting, interesting. What is IV data suggesting you now? Morning, it was somewhere around 61, 62. Now it is the same 59 to 61. Okay, the call side IV is little lower compared to the put side IV, but it's not a major difference. Coming near to the VWAP, taking a small bit of support. But will this support be like a big and aggressive one? I wouldn't consider that till the event is over. Imagine if the event would have been happening and then in the afternoon, if we are getting to see this, then it's a different ball game altogether. But at this juncture, I wouldn't consider anything as like a support or resistance. This is going to be like a move which can play on either sides. So Nifty again, it has been falling from the high of like in 17,605. So this is the last time we said the market needed to like and catch on and then move higher. Once they cross that level of 1605, 657 is going to be the next level of resistance. If these two levels can be like cleared, if the market is getting some positive cues, then you will see all the way up to like in 17,800 to 17,850. If they're able to close it above this 17,800, you can expect some 18,000 or 18,000 levels also pretty quick. Team, let me just do an check on my internet speed. Guys, like, and there is absolutely no worries on the internet from my end. Please do check it on your end. 320 Mbps. It can be like an as fast as it can, you can get it. Guys, I use multiple internet providers. One is Act, another one is Airtel, and third one will be Hathway. Not sure what is the issue, but we will definitely like and try to figure it out. I will just see if I can speak to Zoom also to check that out. But as of now, things are looking good. So market is positioning itself for the VWAP level before the budget. Another 9 more minutes, we will get to see the budget getting presented. Guys, I've not been comfortable using the desktop almost for the last 15 years since you are in the corporate job and other things. You are used to the laptop. So I've started using more of laptop. That's the reason not comfortable with the desktops. Yes, I do have a desktop, but not comfortable there. No, desktop has a better configuration, but still I feel like laptops are also equally good. Okay, so sometimes it's about how we use it. Guys, one thing which I want you to be like and careful in case if the budget is going to be a disappointment for some reason. Watch out for all the open and highs on the put side. Okay, especially the ones like these two and 37,500. These three are the guys who is going to be like a really good in case if the budget is going to be a disappointment. When I say disappointment, any tax rise and other things, that's when you will see that. Yes, we are seeing the trading view page only. So let's do a quick analysis on the market mover page. Before the budget, who are the guys who are moving the market? So it is mostly like in the Sun Pharma, the Britannia, the Oberoi Realty, the Tata Power, IndusInd Bank, Loras Labs, the Tata Steel. These are the guys, and Tata Steel is making a new high. So watch out for that. And in case if you're looking for any positional trade, Sun Pharma and Oberoi Realty, these are the guys who you needed to look at because these guys are breaking the 8-day high. Okay. So Tata Steel continues to make a new high. It is already up like in by 3%. Canara Bank is going on the lower end. Very interesting. Canara Bank is moving lower, whereas these guys are moving it higher. As these are live ticks which you are getting it whenever they are making a new low or new high, you will get to see that. Guys, today, like an on the 2 candle and 3 candle setup, you will be able to see like an multiple levels of like, and there won't be any fixed to say this is what you are going to be getting it. Today, you might get 100, 200 points also in a single candle. So Nifty, it's still giving you a buy signal on every dip. It is showing you a buy signal, but with the event in play, avoid it. With the event in play, avoid it. Always remember, when they're coming near to the like in a VWAP level before the event, which is clearly suggesting both a bull and a bear are heading for a preparation that either side I'm prepared for it. It is like the tug of war game. It is kept in the center now. Okay, so anyone has the possibility of take the market higher or lower. But if you're looking at the morning data, the bulls have an upper advantage. The reason is even on the trending OI data and so on, the global markets and everything is being suggesting that these guys are the ones who have covered their position and there is not much of writing happening here. So it is going to be taking enormous amount of effort for the bears to come hard on them. That doesn't mean they cannot. They can always do it. So let's watch out for that. What a game. Exactly near to the VWAP just before the budget starts. Absolutely like in a pin of silence on the market now. They are just playing around the VWAP level. The algos are positioning itself like it is going to be like in a full throttle, which is going to be happening after the budget session. So initial 15-20 minutes, once the like an FM is starting to announce, usually like in the after the 30th minute or something, that's when like and you get to hear more about the taxes and then the economy and whatnot. Initial 30 minutes they are going to be talking much about the performance and then like and how the things have been shaping up and how their like in revenues are coming in and so on, the GDP growth, what they're expecting, how the expenses is going to be, all those things are going to be good. Guys, as I told you, with these IV levels I'm not going to be comfortable in taking the positions aggressively on the straddle side. I don't want to go for a straddle. I will rather wait for me to get a clue and then move it on there. What is a clue now? What is a clue you're getting at 62? Now slowly the IV is somewhere around 61 to 60 on the active strikes. 60 and 61. Come on, get me something. A short buildup on the PE suggests someone is writing the puts. That means they are expecting the put prices to go lower. That means indirectly the market is expected to go up. So market is off almost. You are getting to see some kind of a pullback happening from the higher level, but not a complete like a breakdown which has been happening. But the premiums are not moving at all. Don't just go by like in what has been happening in the last few minutes. I'll just show you this data. Don't just blindly go by this in the last few minutes, long build up and other things. Positionally, what they have done and how they wanted to take it, that's something which they will try to do it. Imagine the FIs have been like in steadily like in short on this market. So they needed something bigger for them to say that no, I'm going to be really aggressively long on this market. Okay, so one more round of a breakdown below the VWAP and then like I'm taking it higher. What a move there, right? Almost like I'm triggering all the weekend stop losses and then like I'm making a quick move on the upside. So just be below the level, triggered all the weekend stop losses and then like one large algo bar. As I told you before the budget, one large algo bar either side. That's happening on the call side today. So quick move, almost a 60-70 point, or like you can consider on the futures, it is almost 38,659 to 38,840, almost a 200 point in no time. That's an algo bar. Guys, these kind of volatility can be expected before the budget. As I told you, between 10:45 to 11, right? It happened exactly at 10:59. Interesting. That's a game. What is an algo bar? You will be doing in basket order buying and selling when you like, and say for example, in that particular candle, if you are going to be looking at all the banks would have moved it at a higher level. Okay, so how did it happen? It will not be like a manually possible. So it has been already pre-programmed. That particular time you will be like in buying all the banks and all the futures and all the calls at this particular level. So that's how you get to see that. Okay, so I'm going to be like in keeping my, I'm just going to be listening to the budget speech as well and then keeping you all informed. So Lok Sabha's not only to adjust a premium, some of them to like in take a position, some of them to take like in stop losses out. All those things will be happening. Okay, and started the delivery now on the budget speech. Let's see. So market is positioning it to be like a bullish one before the budget starts. So current year growth is going to be on 9.2. She's talking about what they have done in terms of the pandemic. She feels empathy for the people who were like and got affected during the pandemic, and how our health infrastructure has improved, and how our vaccine and everything has improved. So they are just trying to talk about more of like and how the next generation is going to be focusing on the startup, the fintechs, and how they are going to be propelling the growth using the private investments. Okay, so everything is happening. So the market is starting to like what the initial comments which is coming in from NS. Okay, so whatever the things which has been said now, the market seems to be liking it. So now she's talking more about the how they're like in plans, whatever the uh, like in whatever the pension schemes or the schemes which has been rolled out for the poor, how it has been helping them on during this period, and how the middle class is getting benefited out of it. Now she is talking about how for the next 25 years, how what is going to be the roadmap for India 75 to India 100, how our market is going to be like and continue to grow, and how it is going to be helping the economy also to grow along. Okay, so how the Atmanirbhar Bharat has been creating like a new job in the industry, and how the healthcare has been like in getting strengthened and so on. So the ownership of the Air India, which has been completed, has been said how that privatization is going to be helping the Air India. she's now talking about, so she is talking about like and how they are going to be doing the LIC IPO and what they plan for like in BSNL and MTNL and so on. So the Make in India scheme is going to be providing at least 6 million jobs. That's the projection. Okay, so she's now talking about what this budget is going to be. She clearly mentioned that it is going to be poised and looking forward for the growth. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see. Okay, so they're looking at like in building something for India at 100. They are going to be like in focusing on how to develop infrastructure and focusing more on the infrastructure. That's good. So you can clearly see during this time, the premiums have been like in crashing, moving higher, crashing and everything. Be careful. This one went to like an 820. Now it is back at like in 750 odd zones. I'll just close it and open it. So for the words and other things, yes, these are good for the market, but unfortunately the market is slowly starting to book some profits and other things. Don't go by the initial reactions, wait for it. We may just close the browser completely and open it. So they're talking about more on like and how they wanted to develop the modern infrastructure and like and how much capital and other things going to be focused upon in the next 25 years. So they are saying like in public and private partnership and a lot of public investment and private investment is going to be happening for the next 25 years to see the growth. Okay, so the national highway is planning to be expanded by another 25,000 kilometers. Someone, it may not be possible. Sometimes these guys may not be able to like and concentrate on both the places, but don't worry, like, and I'm keeping a close tab on the market, and at the same time, in case if I hear anything which is going to be interesting, I'll keep you all informed. That's very important. As of now, there is some kind of like in a profit booking and other things is coming in. Don't try to do anything until the budget is over. Don't try to do anything until the budget is over. So all these are like an initial knee-jerk reactions which is going to be happening. This is mainly to like in people who would have been taking the position before the budget. They will be like in the ones who will be forced to square off their positions. Imagine when you're holding a position, and if automatically the prices falls by like in 40-50%, you will bound to like and give away your position. That's exactly they wanted to do it. Usually it is expected for 90 to 120 minutes, so I'm not expecting the budget to be beyond 1 o'clock. Let's see. Yes, the stop losses is going to be like taken out on both the sides, and moreover this will be the time for them to also some adjust some premiums as well. There is one thing to remember: 90% of the market crowd is expecting the market to be moving higher. So that's always not going to be a good option. When they know that 80 to 90% of the crowd is going to be positioning themselves for something big to be coming out of the budget to take the market higher and so on, they will do the opposite sometimes to make sure that these guys are not making money. Don't look at like and what's been happening now, because whatever the data which you are seeing for today, as of now, this is not going to be giving you the clear picture. The bigger picture is already the positions would have been taken, and these guys would play based on that. Okay, so don't go by like and what you're seeing it today. The positions are not going to be whatever the creation which has happened from morning to now. I'm not going to be giving importance. I will be giving importance after the budget, what position they are going to be taking. That's going to be the key highlighted one now. So mid cap has been falling. So chemical free natural farming will be promoted, and they're talking about we needed to wait till some major announcement is done before we take a call on the big OI movement. As of now, there is nothing which is going to be significant, which is helping the market to move the direction. Good news is at least the IVs and the like in other Guys have the like in a range between 38,000 to 39,500 on the call side, 37,500 to 39,000 on the put side. That's a range which I'm looking at this current juncture. Now more to do with the farming. She's like in the telling about what are the measures that has been taken and what are the measures that will be taken for the farming community. And I think considering the elections and other things, they just wanted to please the farming community more. They are talking about the MSPs, how the MSP is going to be getting credited to their bank accounts. So they are planning to increase and encourage the domestic production of oil seeds. They are going to be using an Gati Shakti, the master plan for the expressways, to be formulated this year. Is what I want you to do is I want you to look at similar kind of candles today. I'll just show you that. This is what I wanted to see it. Okay, this happened last year at around like in 1251. Okay, I wanted to see similar kind of candles either on the upside or on the downside. This is something which I'll be keenly watching for. Now we are in this phase wherein you can expect the market to move higher, one candle to move higher, one candle to move lower. All these things can happen, but the real rally will start only from here. Okay, watch out where the big money is moving in. That is something which we will needed to cleanly watch for today. This is for today. So as of now, 38,915 is the like in a day's high, and it is currently trading at 38,800 and all levels. 38,760. Okay, almost 150, 160 point from the day's high, off from day's high. Keep a tab on this one. I want the OI to jump like this. Okay, the OI to be jumping like this. As of now, the OI is falling and it is slowly building up, and then it is in a consolidation phase. Let's see whether the OI is going to be jumping along. Guys, the range for the calls is somewhere around 38,000 to 39,500, and for the puts 37,500 to 39,000. This is for all the MSME sectors. What are the rollout that they are planning to do and the relaxations, how it is going to be helping them. So now it is coming back to like in schools. So once again, the market is heading towards that BWAP zone. So they are just positioning it very, very light. They don't want to take a big chance. Imagine the guys who are taking it, they are now at the mercy now. Yes, as of now, it's all been like in pleasing the poor and the farmers and so on due to the elections. Let's see how it is going to be there in case of the salaried class, whether there is going to be like in some tax announcement, tax cuts. Are they going to be raising the taxes somewhere to manage all these expenses? That's going to be the important one. Yes, this is a time many people think that this is going to be like an opportunity for me to write and other things, but trust me, you have to be waiting till the event is over. 59 to 59, the IV has just reduced by 2 points. The PLF scheme, which has been introduced for 14 sectors, has received excellent response. Okay. There is going to be like an at least 400 new gen Vande Bharat trains that is going to be manufactured in the next 3 to 4 years. Okay. So 2000 kilometers will be brought under the new scheme called Kawach. And there is going to be 8 ropeway projects in fiscal year 23. These are some of the major announcements coming in as of now. 1,400 crores have been allocated for a 123 megawatt hydro project, and then another 27 for the solar. The production-linked incentive scheme has been a hit, and they just wanted to continue that. The skill program is going to be like an reoriented. That is a range which I'm expecting the market to play in the next couple of hours. So watch out for that. Okay, so the market is starting to fall, and it is starting to fall big. Almost like an 100, 200 rupee premium fall has been happening pretty big. And the good news is it's not falling with the volume which we wanted it, but now the 50K volume is picking up. Okay, Bank Nifty has fallen. And who are the guys who are falling? All the banks are falling. Can you see that in the last 15 minutes? All the banks are falling. And the premiums are crashing to the core now. Guys, still they haven't finished the budget, but the premiums are crashing already on the call side. So this is a clear indication before the event itself, they are already making all the adjustment that they wanted to do it. And moreover, watch out for this. If we are getting some follow of the 2 candle theory, is it going to be playing before the budget itself? Watch out for that. Guys, this is a falling knife. Be careful in catching it. Don't try to catch a falling knife now. Sure, we'll try to do that. Okay. Okay, is this going to be the stop loss trigger before the event similar to the scandal, what we had it in last year as well? Okay, so this is a similar kind of a candle. When it came down fully, there was no follow-up, and then the market started to move higher. Is it going to be a similar one, or are we going to be getting a follow-up on this? Let's get to see that. So the housing projects have been allocated 48,000 crore for fiscal year 23 for the PM housing finance scheme. Okay, now the market is starting to fall. Can we get to see a follow-up? Or it is going to be just in mood to like entrap the people? So you can clearly see our markets is not listening to the Dow factor there. Dow has been increasing it from like in minus 120 to minus 40, but our market is absolutely on a different wicket altogether. And you don't get to see the follow-up happening with the volume. Can they increase the volume? Absolutely no trades. So almost from the high, we have lost close to 400 points now. 38,550. Will they be able to hold it? This is the level which I was telling you from the morning, 38,550. And they have come exactly to that level. Will they be able to hold this level before they make the next move? Another 1 more minute. And the volume is slowly picking it up. But don't go by the 2 candle theory and other things before the event. Wait for the event to get over. So people would be thinking now the PSR is above, the VWAP, super trend, and everything is above the candle. Now the volume is also picking up. I get the 2 candle theory and other things. No, not on an event day. I wanted the event to be getting out of the way. After the event, I wanted to see candles like this, either on the upside or on the downside. This is what is going to be giving me that move. Not during the event, post the event. What are you seeing now? Look at this OI data, and then you guys tell me what you are seeing now. Looks like the first signal coming in on the Bank Nifty, which is on the downside now. Wow. But considering it's during the event, I wanted to strictly avoid it at this juncture. Why I say during the event, avoid it? As the budget speech is being delivered, one word can change the complete sentiment of the market. So always remember, during the budget, any kind of all these things can completely turn around based on the budget speech. Yes, AI sometimes cannot be completely taking a cue of it, right? It is exactly at the support level as well. So watch out. Moreover, look at this. This is the rally started from the morning. So you will definitely get to see the people who would have put in some money from the morning. They will definitely and try to do one round of defense in case if they wanted to protect this level. If they are not, then it is going to be a different ball game. Let's quickly look at the OI data. Can you see what has happened now? From -12, it has come down to -4. This is a clear sign wherein some of the positions are slowly getting into a short build-up category. 39,000, you're getting to see 1,50,000 quantity got created there. 1,48, 1,78. Everywhere there is some kind of a short buildup is getting created now. Interesting. But this is just during the budget. We wanted to see bigger one post a budget. So imagine you are doing a short in a long strangle by this time. What would have happened? Yeah, you would have lost big on the call side compared to what you're going to be gaining it on the put side. That's the problem on this market. Don't try to do that. So they are just doing an adjustment of the premiums. The premiums are the ones which is crashing big time now. Okay, and then whenever you see this kind of a gap, please be careful. The reason is if it is on a 3-minute time frame, that those gaps will be getting filled. Okay, these gaps normally get filled when it is on a 3-minute time frame. Don't try to chase. This is just to trap the people, and you will see there is going to be a quick move to fill the gap later. Guys, this is during the event, so try to stay light. Okay, that is like in a big fall. Yes, how big it is going to be? Can they keep going lower, or are they going to be filling the gap in the next candle? Guys, usually any gap during intraday 3-minute gaps normally get filled. Watch out for that. Can they make it in this candle or the next one? Are you able to see the move happening? Are they going to be doing that? Very rarely you will be getting to see this kind of a move. Will they like and fill the gap? I hope you guys have seen that, how the gap filling is going to be happening. So this candle low is 38,473. This candle high is 38,449. Another like in 25 point that need to be filled up. You will see the gap filling happening. So usually why the gap filling need to be done? It is an order which is getting like and triggered by the algo. So what these algos do is they go back, fill the orders that has been left out. That's the reason you get to see this gap filling happening. So did the gap filling happen now? Has it done? I hope you would have seen it. Why I said that the gap filling is a possibility and it has happened. What a way to trigger the stop losses, right? Now it is all like in a move taken lower. VIX is starting to fall. The first sign of the VIX starting to fall. Market is falling and VIX is also falling. What is the sign there? Good, good, good. You guys are slowly getting into the groove. Is it going to be like in a big fall, which we are expecting it? Let's see. Can they keep going and then like and coming back again? That's something that they have been doing it successfully. So all the gap filling done, they are slowly like in coming back. And this bar is an absolutely a beauty one. So people who have made money on that gap filling, I know many of you would have taken a trade on the gap filling. How many of you did that? Some of you couldn't control yourself, right? Got 60 points. Look at that. Guys, these are the trades wherein as a trader on certain days, you should be like and really, really happy about when you're getting all these things and just giving you a clue how you will be able to scalp it quickly. Okay. Make use of it. I hope all of you are enjoying the session as of now. Even during this, we are getting some minor opportunities here and there to make money. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I took a small trade, guys, not much big one. Considering my health, I'm going to be like I'm taking a small trades here and there, but I will be focusing bigger trades probably in case if there is going to be like an improvement. Yes. Guys, when you're not well, try to concentrate like in holding whatever that is possible. Don't try to like an aggressively trade. There are few who are struggling like in terms of the health like me. Please don't try to think that like you're missing out something. You can always get it on another day. Don't ever think that. Now you tell me, will you be like an aggressive enough to go on this? Yes, the two candle theory would have given you the result. The third candle and the fourth candle would have given you the result. The problem is this is not an ideal day for you to be aggressive on the two candle theory at this juncture during the event. I'm keep repeating, during the event, there is no point in doing that. Okay, so all the moves on the downside now. Everything is getting into like in a buy zone. Will they be continuing to do that? So till they clear the 38,550 once again, the bats will feel we have some chance. Guys, don't try to copy someone, don't try to mimic someone, or don't try to, you only when you are comfortable with your entries, please do it. But I will be giving you all the clues what you needed it for the market. So don't try to copy someone, because your risk appetite will be totally different from someone's risk appetite. I keep repeating it. You needed to trade based on your capital. Don't try to mimic someone, because your entry has to be determined based on your capital. Someone who's not comfortable with the bank nifty, you can focus on the nifty, considering nifty is also on like in the move. So watch out for the nifty as well. Okay, so if someone was not able to handle the volatility on the bank nifty, watch out for the nifty. So all the sell-off, whatever that was there, completely now taken. Guys, for the newbies and the people who are wanting to look for a trade opportunity, you needed to wait it out till the budget is over. After the budget is over, we will get to see the trend emerging. Okay, based on the trend, we will follow it. But as of now, the shots are slowly piling up in the system. And you can clearly see the shots are piling up it on the call side. What they are trying to do, they are trying to pull down the premiums by a great extent. And you can clearly see the trending OI is also reversing. When I say the trending OI is reversing, from minus 10 lakh, 12 lakh, it has come down to almost flat territory. That means slowly the sellers are starting to create positions on the call side as well. And you're not seeing significant positions getting created on the put side now. From 30, 31 lakhs, it has come down to 25. So that means it isn't getting into like an even Steven kind of a range. It is not getting ready for any kind of a move at this juncture. Wait it out. So almost from a low of 38,300, now we are back at almost 38,500, a 200-point move in the last 10 minutes. The VIX cooling down. I wanted it to go below the 20 mark. This is not going to be like in satisfying me. But the one good news is I gave you the clue when it was falling. We didn't see the VIX moving higher, it was falling. Now the market is moving higher, the VIX is also equally spiking. This is something which you needed to be really careful now. Again, we don't want the VIX to be spiking as the market is moving higher. That means some shorts are coming up again at the higher level. Why the shorts are coming up? Purely because they would have taken the market lower with volume and they don't want to give up so easily. That's the reason. So they are planning for special mobility zones for the electric vehicles, which is going to be in key news for the upcoming year. Okay, so who's going to be getting benefited out of it? It is going to be like in the Tata Motors and some of the new companies, new entrants who are coming into the electric mobility space. Are they listening to all the support and resistance today? No, right? Today, they just don't want to listen to anything. Can you see that the first time itself, they are trying to break the super trend and then move higher towards the VWAP territory. Will the premiums be crashing now? One more time. Guys, good news is at the lower level, the buys are coming in and they are not giving just a support. They are also like and pulling in some volumes as well. This is a good news for the buyers. What they are trying to do is people who are entering now in the short side, they will be definitely be getting trapped in case if they would have thought there is going to be like in some amount of fall and other things. Those are the guys who would have got themselves by this time a trap. Yes, the Tata Powers and all these companies are going to be the ones which is going to be in, like enjoying the benefits there. 65% of the defense capex to be kept for the domestic companies, which is going to be like an all good news for the companies who are into the defense sector, like HAL, the Parag Defense, and so on. That's right. The semiconductor is also going to be good news. Even L&T, considering the infrastructure and other things, L&T, all these are going to be like an important ones. But what we wanted is overall, this is like an overall like a guidance which is being given, but we needed like in the bigger picture when it comes to markets, what is that which is going to be like an enthusing the market in terms of what they are going to be listening to. So let's see whether the market is going to be some kind of move to satisfy themselves. So for all the things that are about like in a capex and everything, which is going to be like in satisfying the market. So now you can clearly see they have not only broken the super trend, they are heading towards the VWAP. And then this is the stop loss level somewhere around 38,816 or something, right? So if they're going to be taking that level out, you will see like in a bigger move, 38,716. Looks like, I believe, yes. We will just go and look at that. I think during that move, what was the move? It was all for? It was all for the open and high done here. The only thing which is pending is like an 38,300, 38,000 on the open and high. All other open and highs on the OTM strike, sorry, deep in the money strikes has been completely done. Guys, this budget is, yes, mostly focusing on like more on green energy and then the electrification. They just wanted to like and totally get away from the dependence of the oil. Yes, it is more of like an election budget. That's what you can expect it from a government which is facing a 5-state election. She is now talking about the public investment, which is going to be a critical one. Guys, we got a very big like an PSR forming here. The PSR and the candle, you have a large gap. Will that be like an one enough for it to force like a large move? Watch out, that is going to be like an one important one with the like in a public and private investment coming in like in a big time. So we may be able to take the lead. This is what the market would be liking to hear, and they're just like making a small announcement on that front now. Guys, this is like in the moment wherein you can expect some kind of a positive momentum coming in. Are they going to be making a big announcement, big bang announcement? Now, all the stop losses would have been triggered here. Correct? The people who would have been taking the positions on the calls, like in a put side, this is like and getting into the big zone now. Slowly but steadily, the market is trying to understand this is not the government which is going to be buying the, like, and they are just going to be making some massive announcement. So they are making some big bang announcement that they are going to be like and spending a lot of things on the public investment. This is something which the market is going to be liking it. Yes, these are the words which the market wanted to hear. And the first word is on the public investment, which the market has liked. Will it be like and satisfying it to keep the market tempo moving, IR? That's something which you needed to be watching out for now. Can they keep it going? The volumes is back. Will they be able to take it higher with the volume? When are they going to be coming along on the other announcements now? Will it be going to be like in a market moving one? Okay, one more announcement on the like an infrastructure in forms of the recharging capabilities. Okay. So all the moves are slowly but steadily moving it higher. Guys, look at this. Guys, this is what has been suggesting me that yes, this is going to be like in a large rally. Very rarely you will be getting to see a PSR forming such a large gap. Whenever you see the PSR forming such a large gap, this is an ideal sign that the bull run is expected to continue unless and until the government discards it with something which they are not liking it. But looking at the current scenario, there is every possibility this has a big potential to move it higher.